Welcome, everybody. John Zager, johnzager.com. Everybody going to johnzager.com? It's a great website. I haven't gotten any messages from anybody, so I'm still not sure if everybody is tuned in to johnzager.com. Anyhow, good morning. How is everybody? Uh, Clear day. There's a few clouds out here in the west, but pretty much a clear day on the eastern slope. I've been struggling the last 2 days, well, day and a half. YouTube's not been working, so I didn't get a YouTube up yesterday. And this morning I've been messing around with it, and it seems like it's back up and working. We'll find out. So, this morning's YouTube video has to do with creating the outcome. Kind of an interesting topic. And I wanted to talk about it because I've been running into people um, at the gym, actually, that are in their 70s and low 80s. And they're there every day working out. And they seem to talk a lot about their aches and pains and all of their ailments and diseases and just traumas and diagnosis and um, illnesses, sicknesses, surgeries that they've had since they turned 60. And they claim, listening to these people, that once you turn 60, all of a sudden, all these things start happening to you, creating the outcome. And of course, I'm a non believer in that. And I tried 2 days ago to rationally, rationally, I can't believe I said that, um, talk to one of these guys about, um, are you sure that's all just stuff that normally happens? Or is it stuff that maybe you bring on yourself? Hmm. You don't want to ever have that conversation with an elderly person. I uh, I found that out. I have gone to mm, old folks' homes when they're having lunch and sat down and tried to have a discussion about um, illness, sickness, diagnosis, disease, all that kind of stuff. And they were pretty receptive there, but they were having lunch, so it was like passing the time for them, I think. At the gym, maybe not so receptive. Here's the point. The point is, neuroscience says that none of these diseases, illnesses, diagnoses, traumas, none of these things are genetic, right? And that we bring them on ourselves through thought alone. They actually talk about that through thought alone. And people don't want to really hear that. I did a blog yesterday. Has everybody gone to my blog and read it from yesterday? It's um, it's on blogger.com, but what you do is you go to blogspot.jzager, right? And you'll find it. Or you can go to YouTube, um, iHeartRadio. You can go to Facebook, my Facebook page, Twitter. It's on Instagram. It's on LinkedIn. I guess there's just a lot of different sources that you can go to get my podcasts, my YouTube videos, and my blogs. But anyway, I was talking a little bit about this yesterday in my blog. And what I was basically saying is people are, um, living in the matrix. They're a program. 95% of their day is the same day they had yesterday, the day before, the week before, the month before, the year before. Everything's the same to most people. You even say the same things every single day, right? People do not like that. And then when you say to them, 5%, actually it's less than 5% of your day is creative or conscious or you're awake. Mm, don't want to have that conversation with people. People are offended by that kind of talk, neuroscience. Now, here's my problem. Here's here's my problem. I'm trying to do a blog, a podcast, a YouTube video every single day on neuroscience. And I have really low numbers of people watching or listening or reading. If I can't have a face-to-face conversation with people, rationally about their thinking, their thoughts, and what their thoughts can do positively and negatively. Um, how am I going to do that on the internet? How are people going to be receptive to um, listening, watching, reading on the internet? So a couple, 2, 3 days ago, I had said to you guys, I don't understand why my stuff is not getting, the views it needs to, the subscriptions and the sharings and all that kind of stuff. Because who wants to listen to it? They don't believe it. If you don't believe it, why do you even turn me on? There's like a few people. I need to preface that first. The numbers that they show on screen are not the real numbers. When we do our podcasts, which uh, I do mine through Spreaker.com, or we do YouTube, or we do blogs, or whatever it happens to be, um, there's real numbers and where they're coming from uh, that you don't get exposed to, you don't get to see. So the numbers are a little bit higher than what um, what's shown on the screen. So, so my question is, we know through science that people create the negatives, say like the illnesses, the sicknesses, right? And they also create positive health and happiness and wholeness, and all that sort of thing. Even though you don't believe that you even live in a matrix, that you're a walking program that's been hardwired, even though you don't believe that, that's true. You know what I mean? So, so how do what do I do? There's one guy in particular that I admire a lot, Dr. Joe Dispenza, right? He does a marvelous job. He does workshops with, I don't know, 1,000+ people for a week long, talking about neuroscience and exactly what I just went through. And he's very good. And he has this incredible large community of people that accept, believe, and surrender to anything that he says. His books are great, you know. Please go read his books. He's got a bunch of them out there. Please go watch his videos. He's got tons of them out there. He's got testimonials everywhere. He's articulate. He's very clear. Um, but he's not saying anything any different than I am. But for some reason, he doesn't even have the background that I have. You know, he has a good, extensive, very good background. Yes, yes, yes. But he doesn't have all the clinical years that I have, you know. He he just doesn't. But for some reason it resonates with people when they listen to him. So creating the outcome, these old people at the gym, they have no interest in creating their outcome. They all believe they will be dead within a few years. Most of them are in their 70s, and they believe 80 is like, you're dead. You know, you just fall over, you're dead. So for them to create the outcome is you don't have to die at 77, right? You don't have to. But for them, creating the outcome that might be a more wholesome, whole life that has more to offer, even in their later years, just doesn't make sense. It's crazy talk. It's what young people talk about. So I say this to you guys that are, I don't know, less than 70. Let's just put it that way. You can create your own outcome of your life and your health and your wellness and your prosperity and your abundance. You can create all of that. You can design that through thought alone. One way, which I talked about a couple days ago, and I don't know if anybody listened to that particular podcast or YouTube or not, but being able to visualize yourself well, without a disease, healthy, vibrant, full of energy, regardless of your age. You need to be able to see yourself in abundance, in prosperity, not in lack, not depressed, not despondent, having a good life, enjoying your family, enjoying your career, being successful. It's all possible through thought alone. This is neuroscience, you guys. This is science is anything that has been proven two or three times over and over again with the same results, right? Okay, neuroscience is the same thing. It's been proven over and over and over again with the same results. Go to Dr. Joe Dispenza's testimonials, and you'll hear cancer patient after patient after patient after patient with all kinds of terminal diseases gone. They're well, they're healthy, no more disease, no more disease genes. They created their own outcome. Okay, so that's what I wanted to get on and I wanted to say. And it seems like I'm constantly saying that over and over and over again. I have a website, johnzager.com. Please go there. It'll tell you how to get a hold of me, how to call me. I mean, every place you can find out how to call me. Send me email at jzager@gmail.com. Um, Whatever you want to do, text me, it doesn't matter. But let's have a conversation about being receptive to the idea that thought alone can determine the outcome. Okay? God bless everybody. Take care of one another, and I look forward to talking to you all again real soon. Thanks a lot. See you. Bye.